Sobriety changed my life, but it didn't automatically make me a better husband or better father. And that was hard for me to admit. If you're somebody that's sober, you're spiritual, you're doing the work, as they say, but your marriage or parenting still feels tense, the issue might not be your recovery. It might be that your recovery hasn't reached your relational patterns yet. I'm sober 16 years. I still pray, I meditate, I have genuinely changed. But when conflict showed up at home, I still would get very defensive. Still subtly convinced that because I was doing the work, as they say, the problem really couldn't be me. Now, I help men go beyond sobriety and work on the survival patterns that still show up in their closest relationships, because that's where real leadership begins. My wife would say something like this to me. She would say, when you said that, that really hurt me. I wouldn't yell, I wouldn't storm off, I wouldn't go out drinking, getting drunk. But internally, my jaw would tighten, my shoulders would rise, my mind would start building a case. And underneath all of that is past hurt, being wrong, being blamed, not enough, falling short in some way. See, that's not my adult self reacting in that moment. That's a younger part of me trying to protect myself. Inner child work, it's not about blaming your parents, but it is about recognizing that parts of us formed when we were very young, under the care of our parents, especially around shame and being criticized. And those parts, they still show up in adult relationships. Parts work helped me realize that I don't just have one of me. It's not just my personality. I have a defensive part that's really trying to protect my system and help me out. I also have an avoiding part. And these parts, they step in fast. Here's something you could try to do immediately. The next time you feel triggered at home, I want you to do these three things. Number one, notice the body first. Tight jaw, tight chest, heart racing, maybe a sense of urgency. See, those are signals your body is sending you. Number two, name the part. This is my defensive part. Not my wife is attacking me. Just a part of me is activated right now. And number three, pause before proving. Say out loud, I'm getting defensive right now. I don't want to react from this place. Can you give me a minute? So you don't need to fix your whole history in that moment. What I want you to do in those moments is just to interrupt your survival patterns. The same thing would show up with my son. When he'd have a meltdown, I used to get irritated pretty quickly. Now I ask, which part of me is reacting to his meltdown? If I calm my part first, emotionally regulate, I parent from adulthood, not from my wounded inner child, not from survival. And my son deserves that. See, that changes everything. So here's what would have happened if I did not get into this work. My marriage would have fizzled. Maybe separation, maybe divorce, maybe we would have just kept surviving. Two spouses just living like roommates, functional, staying busy, taking care of responsibilities, getting through life, but no deep emotional safety, no real intimacy. And slowly, we would have accepted all of that as normal. This is marriage. But here's the thing, we have a child together. And my son is observing and taking in so much. He would have learned that this is what marriage looks like. Anger, defensiveness, nervousness. And so when his system felt overwhelmed, he'd be looking for something, really anything, to calm himself. And maybe as he gets older, not something healthy, because kids don't learn from what we say. They learn from how we regulate. But getting into inner child work and parts work, it changed all of that. See, the arguments I have with my wife now, they don't spiral the same way they used to. There's not as much damage that's happening. We're trying to stay on the same team, even through conflict. And when it comes up, because it's marriage, right? We all go through our seasons, but repair happens. And my wife now, she feels a lot safer bringing things to me. She's not holding everything in. There's closeness again between her and I. And my son, see, he's watching all of this. He's watching a father that's able to feel his feelings and stay connected. To feel challenged and stay steady. He sees me being wrong and not just avoiding or attacking back. See, I do believe I needed sobriety, and it helped save my life. But inner child and parts work, that's saving my family, and it's stopping generational dysfunction. You can try that 3-step reset tonight. You don't need to become someone else. Just interrupt survival once and see what shifts. If you're watching this video and you're thinking, yeah, this is me. My marriage feels like roommates. I want more intimacy. I want more safety. I'm doing the work, but something's still off. Then you're exactly who I work with. Men who want to protect their home emotionally, not just physically. Men who don't want their kids inheriting survival patterns. I work with men who are ready to lead differently inside their home. If that's you, take a look at the reflection page. And if you're ready to go even deeper than just your YouTube video, there's a place to do that with me.